everybody out there on YouTube? This is JD Olson with the Martial Art Limited Association, and I am back at my gym, Keishidojo Martial Arts Unleashed, and I am here with my Flex HQ new Mook Jong, or my Wing Chun dummy. This is an upgrade to my Augusta Pro one, and I wanted to do a review on it. I just got this in on Friday, and I got it built. I'm going to throw in the video, my time lapse of me putting it together. So I want to talk about it a little bit. It's a lot newer than my last one, so some of the things that I've had on my Augusta Pro I can't talk about, if it'll do it the same on this, but let's talk about this one specifically. Okay, so as you can tell, it's a frame structure, so it doesn't have the wall mounts here. It is movable. I'm able to pick this up and move it to a different location, so that's one of the things that I do like about it. It's all put together with just bolts and nuts and bolts, and so the arms and stuff are just like any other Mook Jong. They have the hole, and then I have the wood structure here. The holes are cut out pretty nice. You can see that this piece here is made of multiple pieces of wood that they sandwich together. The only thing I noticed right out the gate when I was putting together is there's a little weird cut right here, like they didn't cut all the same pieces together. But minus that, pretty small thing. The color I think is very nice. It's got a prettier color to it than, of course, just the aluminum pipe or the steel pipe that the Augusta Pro is made from. And of course, it still has all the action, and it does slide on this rail system. Got stuck. There we go. So it is able to slide amongst the rail here. So that's one of the things that I was looking for on this one, that it can go slide back and forth. I've used it now for 2 days, and so Friday I worked my Mook Jong sets on it, as well as Sunday. And so when I did that, I just noticed a couple of these were getting kind of loose, so I did a really good job tightening them all up. I think the only issue I'm going to see with this one is the fact that as we use it, it's going to loosen itself up. And so I think my fix for that is going to be Loctite on all these bolts here. These ones are for the adjustments. It does have 5 different height adjustments, which is one of the things that makes it really great. I chose to put on the highest one, as I feel that kind of represents where my hands would be when I throw techniques. So it's kind of higher, and then I have my Augusta Pro one a little bit lower, which is not adjustable unless I put something under the base. So when we train with this, you'll have the ability to switch. Hey, do I want to fight somebody taller, somebody shorter? And I kind of like that idea. I think that's kind of cool to say, hey, you might get to train with somebody taller or somebody shorter. Other than that, again, the lacquer, the varnish, the finish feels really nice. I don't have any complaints about that. And all the arms seem to be cut well. There's a sticker on it, which I'll make sure I show you guys. And it says this is for decorative purposes only, not for training. And I am really hoping that that is just, for like sale in California or whatever, because I bought this with the intent of training. I've already used it a few times, and all the reviews I found also said people were using it. And I hope it's not just like, hey, this is meant just for display. But with this being a solid piece of wood and it's not hollow, I can't see that being an issue. It does have these little pads on here, and of course that's so you're not punching the wooden block, and I think that's fine. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to say. I do think I'm going to like this one more than my Augusta Pro. I have another one from the same company I have in my Amazon cart to bring to buy from my house, which is a corner Mook Jong. It sits in the corner of a room. And so I have every intent of purchasing that one as well to put at my house, so I can train this at multiple locations. For my own training, this is one of the things that I've always wanted to have at my gym that we really could never really afford to spend the $1,000. I got this one, I believe it was $469 or $489. So it wasn't even $500, and there was free shipping, so it wasn't like a standard one from Century or whatever where it's a couple thousand, or where it was over $1,000. It was literally about $500, which was in my budget for having one of these. And in my Filipino martial art Jeet Kune Do class, we're going to be doing this whole week. and I intend on bringing that more into our classes. Also, for my own training, I am working on getting my instructorship, my Sifu status with Sifu Ron Balicki, and this, of course, is a big part of your JKD training, so I will be putting more time on the dummy. I've recently just completed working on sets 1 through 10, and he's actually teaching me the JKD set number 1. That was my last private lesson. So that'll be for my own training, like I said, to get to my instructor status. So I would say if you have the space and you have somewhere you can set this up, this is definitely something I would look at getting if you're into that kind of stuff. It says right on it that this is for decorative purposes only. I really hope they're not being honest, and it's really something that is just, again, like I know you can't buy certain knives in California or nunchucks or whatever. So I'm hoping that that's why they put that label on there, so people aren't, so they can get around the California thing. Other than that, I know that they sell several different color schemes. They have like more of the red wood, like this one here, and then they have a little bit lighter one. And I honestly didn't even look at those. When I saw this, I just hit buy now or add to cart and bought it and got it here as quick as possible. So that's the Mook Jong from Flex HQ. I'll do a quick little thing on it so you guys can kind of see how it sounds and hear the actions and stuff like that. Again, as I said in my Augusta Pro video, I am not a JKD, or I'm not an expert on the Mook Jong, so the action, the reflex, I can't tell you how good this is compared to like the one from Century that costs a lot more. I've used Sifu Ed Stalls up in Concord. I've used Sifu Francis Fong's down in Atlanta, and I've used Sifu Alan Baker's in Atlanta as well. And so comparing this to those, I would say it's comparable. But this one I think looks just as good and is going to be just fine for my gym. So, all right. So, of course, if you ever trained the Mook Jong, so we have set number 3. As you can hear, these move around. Again, when Sifu Ron talks about it and trains with me, he wants to hear, when you hit, and then as you circle, it makes all the noises. I do think my Augusta Pro one makes a more defined sound, being that it's on that steel pipe system. It's definitely a lot louder, but for the sake of training and for what I'm doing, I think it's just fine. Cool. Well, there you have the Flex HQ Mook Jong. If you are in the market for it, highly recommend getting this. I think it's really cool. I would definitely buy one of these, or I would buy this one again. Again, I'm going to buy the corner one from my house. And so for my gym here at keishidojo, I have this one now. I have my Augusta Pro, and I have one that you attach to a Wave Master. I think it's called an attachment. And so it just has the arms. But again, since we're not doing this on a daily basis like at certain schools, this is just fine for us. Cool. Well, if you haven't already done so, please do us a favor, hit that like button. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button. That really helps us out. And then finally, if you haven't already done so, hit that bell icon so you know when the next video is coming out. As you know, we have videos on everything coming out. We have the jiu-jitsu, we got the kickboxing, we got, getting ready to do some of the dummy stuff. And of course, we have Filipino martial arts. And so, again, hit that bell icon, let us know. If you have a Mook Jong, or if you have this same brand, or if you purchased one from Amazon, do me a favor, put in the comments below what you guys think about this, or if you've had any issues so I know what to look for, or maybe, like I said, to do the Loctite or something, maybe I got to swap out some of these pieces. Cool. Well, you guys be safe out there, keep your hands up, keep training. See you in the next video.